What is happening, everyone? It's your boy Nick Nielsen with Fireside Yankees, touching on the final game of that three-game set with Cleveland. Unfortunately, the Yankees couldn't complete the sweep, but I guess it is what it is. They used up all their offense in the first two games, in which they scored 19 combined runs on the doubleheader yesterday. But today they just couldn't get anything going at all. Like I want to say they had three hits the entire game, and two of them came in they had one hit the entire game and three walks. And two of those walks came in the ninth inning against Emmanuel Clase. One of them was by Judge as a pinch hitter. So it's frustrating for sure because this was a game that the Yankees honestly pitched really, really well in. Montgomery pitched another great game. And JP Series in relief pitched a fantastic game as well. Went 2 2/3 innings. So that's really all you can ask for the Yankees there on that front. But the hitting has got to be better. Um, One hit in 29 at bats against an a Guardians rotation that or McKenzie's good. I think McKenzie's a really solid pitcher, but we've seen this season time and time again him get shelled around when he can't locate his stuff. And tonight he was just dotting everything. His curveball was on point, and the Yankees just could not catch up to anything. It seemed Rizzo had some rough at bats. Stan had some rough at bats. Like everyone had rough at bats today, but the biggest problem continues to be one, the middle infield, the shortstop position, and two, the corner outfield position. Joey Gallo once again went 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. He swung at so much garbage out of the zone as well and can't hit anything high on the hands anymore. Something has got to change. And it's getting old with the same old carousel at the Yankees of Andahar, Gallo, Florial, Hicks, and whoever else they wanted to try to toss in the mix. Just go out and get someone, make a trade, promote someone, do something. The Yankees today at the end of the game even put Matt Carpenter in right field to see if maybe Matt Carpenter could play a corner outfield spot so they could use his bat more. I I don't think that's going to work at all. I mean, Carpenter, there's no way he just becomes a decent corner outfielder overnight. Like, there's no way. But the Yankees are trying everything to help mitigate that problem. That is the clear problem. Gallo will not be on this team at the end of this month. Like, there's just no way. Either he gets DFA'd or he gets traded to somewhere willing to take a flyer, or he gets traded as part of a package somewhere. Like, the Yankees cannot keep ramming their head against the wall with Joey Gallo and then promoting Andahar and watching him struggle even more than Gallo and produce less than Gallo. This carousel of these two guys going back and forth, and then Florial, who deserves more of an opportunity because he just tears the cover off the ball in AAA. But like, those three guys are not suitable outfielders every day. If the Yankees were to go out and get Ian Happ or Brian Reynolds or someone like even Tommy Pham out there, like, that would really help that position because it provides stability in the lineup and an everyday guy to where the Yankees aren't just running out someone that's going to probably go over and maybe impact the game minutely defensively. It's just the same old, same old. The team again today they had one hit and 29 at bats and 3 walks. Like, there's nothing good about the game today, but it is what it is. I mean, fortunately, the Yankees still did take 2, and they are 14 and a half games ahead of the Blue Jays in the division because they lost to the Rays today, 7-2. Rays did work against the Blue Jays in that series, but there's just glaring issues with this team that need to be addressed over the next 2-3 weeks before the deadline kind of starts ticking here. And it's the middle infield and the corner outfield spot. And honestly, I wouldn't mind getting another pitcher as well. I know the Yankees have been heavily linked to Luis Castillo. He pitched another great game today, also touched 98 miles an hour on the gun, 97.7 to be exact. So his fastball and spin is kind of coming back to life. His velocity is spiking up after 2 years of it dipping down. So maybe the Yankees go out there and give something up for him. Will Warren was a name that was really floated in discussions. Again, the outfield is the clear problem. If the Yankees can go get Ian Happ and say package him with David Robertson, that would be a phenomenal deal. Bring back Houdini, bring him back to where it all began. Let the dude pitch in higher leverage situations, especially now that Marinaccio is injured with shoulder inflammation. One of the worst tweets I've had to read from Brian Hoke was Marinaccio has been placed on the IL with shoulder inflammation. I do hope that the Yankees said I believe it wasn't serious and they think that he won't be out too long, which is good, but they're just going to play it safe. So hopefully we see Marinaccio at the end of this month still. But at the same time, with shoulder inflammation and dead arm, sometimes it could mean the worst. So fingers crossed it doesn't. Praying for my boy Ron the Don of the bullpen. But with him out, the Yankees need to have someone that can eat innings and perform in that role. And JP Sears did a phenomenal job tonight. But a lot of people are still clamoring for Sears to have a rotation spot. And I can honestly see that, especially with the Yankees wanting to save their arms and preserve them for the home stretch in September and October. I mean, Marinaccio is a prime example of what the Yankees don't want to do with everyone. I mean, you've got a lot of guys in this rotation as is that have not really pitched 140, 150 innings in their career, or when they have, it was 3, 4 years ago. So Severino is still, they're working him back a little bit. Tyone, I don't know if he's going to be relegated to the bullpen come postseason time. Montgomery looked solid again today, but a lot of the time Monty does look like he's laboring. I want to say he had 93 pitches today. Let me pull up real quick to make sure. 94 pitches for Montgomery today, and he pitched 5 innings of 1 run, 8 strikeout baseball. So he's solid, yeah, really solid. But he's also still not able to get through 6, 7 innings really quickly and consistently. And it's looking like he's kind of struggling a little bit more as of late. But that kind of is a theme for the entire Yankee rotation, honestly, aside from Garrett Cole, is that they're kind of getting hit a little bit more. They're kind of struggling a little bit more. The midseason stretch is catching up to them a tad. But tomorrow's day off is going to be much needed, and it'll be a nice rejuvenation day for the boys. And then I believe a week after that is the All-Star break for the Yankees and for baseball. Excuse me, sorry, 2 weeks after that. But yeah, so they have tomorrow off, which is odd because the Yankees have, I don't know why they have the 4th of July off. They're the biggest team in sports, arguably, and the MLB is not trying to market them. So, okay. And then 2 quick ones at Pittsburgh, and then they go to Boston. So hopefully they can just kind of make quick work of Pittsburgh. At the end of the day, the Pirates are not really a good team. They're not a problem. Their pitching is really, really mid to bad, aside from David Bednar. And I think the Yankees should be able to make quick work of those 2 games. And then the series at Boston will be a really, really important series because Boston's been streaking. Everyone knows that. Yet they've been struggling a little bit against the Cubs. I think they've just dropped the series, maybe gotten swept by the Cubs. But they're still a really talented team. Devers and Martinez and Bogarts is one of the best 1, 2, 3s you can have in baseball. So hopefully the Yankees can go into that series with their head high coming off of beating Pittsburgh. And that way they'll have some momentum and some mojo and still continue to show that this team's different than years past. Like, again, they have struggled a little bit offensively. And in the games they lose, it's like, all right, the offense didn't do anything. That's the thing. The Yankees really never lose games where they give up 8, 7, 9 runs. They mainly lose the close ones, like the 1 run, 2 run games, because of the fact that the offense, when they struggle, they just can't get anything going. Like Rizzo, Stanton, Donaldson, Torres combined 1 for 14 today. Like it, it's just like the same old with the Yankees when they struggle. It's very apparent and it's very obvious. And then the bottom of the lineup once again did literally nothing. Carpenter came in and had a full count, barely missed a home run, and then struck out. But it's just the same old. Gallo needs to be replaced. Kiner Falefa needs to be replaced. I mean, I know that there may be a worry that Peraza may be injured. He didn't play today because he got hit in a plate appearance yesterday. So hopefully that's not an issue, but I'd love to see Peraza called up. I know IKF's a stopgap, but it's getting to the point where it's like, come on, dude. You're missing routine plays. You're not hitting the ball well. You're swinging at garbage. Like it's the same old struggles with him this season. And even when he's hitting like 270, 275, it's a very unimpactful 270, 275. So Peraza would provide some more spark with that 10, 15, 20 home run potential. And then, of course, the 30, 40 steals that he could easily rip off over a full season. I think it's time. If not him, get someone else on the market. Go get John Birdie. Go make a big offer for Jazz Chisholm for all I care. Like, do something to improve this team because there's very few things that are wrong with it. But the things that are wrong with it continue to kind of nibble away at the things that are right with this team. Like IKF and Gallo are essentially at this point two automatic outs for 90% of good pitchers in baseball, and we can't have that. So, as always, I really appreciate the support. We all here at Empire Sports Media appreciate the support. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe below. We are so close to 1,000 subscribers, and we have a lot of great content and some awesome merchandise again coming out soon. So please make sure to stay tuned, spread the word, and we very much so appreciate the support. And once again, adios.